Have you had the feeling that there is something bigger guiding your steps, even when everything seems lost? Have you ever wondered why, in times of fall, an invisible force gets you up, as if you were never really alone? And if I told you that this is not a coincidence, is it fate? There are signs that carry a direct connection with the divine. They not only exist, they were chosen to support, to awaken, to protect souls and reveal ways. And maybe you are one of them. Some signs of the zodiac did not come to the world just to learn. They came to guide. They are living stamps of a spiritual mission, guardians of light in the darkness. They feel more, suffer more, but are also more protected. God has shown them with gifts that not everyone understands. And that is why, even in the deepest storms, a sacred presence never leaves them. Do you feel chills when you hear certain words? Have you ever had dreams that looked like messages? Do you notice subtle signs that no one around you? So maybe this message has found you for a reason. It is no coincidence that you have gotten here. God speaks in many ways, and the chosen ones know when it is time to hear. In this video, you will find out who these 4 signs are going with the brand of divine protection. Those who, even injured, continue to be used as healing instruments. And if your heart is beating faster now, if something inside you is awakening, then keep me, because the revelations that come can change everything you thought you knew about your sign and about your spiritual mission in this world. If any part of this message has already touched your soul, so comment here now, "I feel I was chosen." Your participation is not just an answer, it is a sign that you are ready to recognize the call. When you write, you activate an energy. You declare to the universe and to yourself that it is awake. Who knows, it's not here by chance. This video is not just about astrology. It is about mission, protection, and spiritual identity. It is about understanding why certain signs seem to carry more pain, but also more light, because some are tested in deep shapes, and yet they are still standing. When you understand this, something transforms within you. You start to see the signs that have always been there. It begins to rely more on your intuition, your journey, the strength that sustains you. So, before we continue, if you feel that this content represents you, leave the like. It helps this message get to more people who need to hear the same as you. Subscribe to the channel because this journey does not end here. The next videos will bring even deeper revelations about its essence, its sign, and its connection with the divine. Each video is a step in your awakening. And yes, it may seem that we are just talking about signs, but deep down, we are talking about you, from all that you have always felt, but never knew how to put in words. And now, you are about to find out if you are one of the 4 chosen God never leaves. Keep watching. Revelation begins now. Do you feel you never was like the others? That early on, something inside you shouted for a greater sense, as if there was a force pulling you away from the ordinary. You may never have fully fitted into the standards around you, maybe even trying to be normal. You always felt that there was something more, as if your heart is in tune at a frequency that few can hear, a spiritual frequency, invisible but present, a constant feeling that there is a call. And if it has always been with you, it's no coincidence. Many try to ignore this feeling, try to silence this inner voice, but it always comes back. And it comes back stronger when you approach the moment of revelation. This feeling of being different is not weakness. It is no exaggeration. It is not a needy. It is a sign of an ancient soul, a spirit marked by a greater mission. And within the zodiac, there are signs that carry this weight from birth. They were not made to follow the tide, were made to guide, to protect, to transform the environment around you with the presence only. This is why often these signs face more trials, more pain, more challenges than others. Not because they are cursed, but because they have been prepared for something that not everyone is ready to live. They are the ones who hear before, feel more, fall deep, but also reborn stronger. How many times have you tried to understand why certain things happen to you? Why do some painful cycles repeat themselves? Why, even doing your best, the world seemed unfair to you? And yet, deep down, a voice said, "Continue. It all has a purpose." Perhaps this voice was not just your conscience. Maybe it was your guardian angel, or maybe it was Universe God himself, reaffirming that you are on the right track, even when everything seems wrong. The truth is that there is a kind of pain that does not destroy, it awakens. And God's chosen signs feel this kind of pain more intensely. Scorpion, Fish, Cancer, and Capricorn, for example, carry deep spiritual codes, invisible to the eyes but recorded in the soul. Each in its own way expresses signs of a connection with something much larger. And when these people begin to perceive the patterns, it all starts to make sense. Dreams gain meaning, losses reveal teachings, the delays show protection, and even the silence has a voice. Have you ever felt a shiver without explanation? Have you ever thought about someone seconds before the person sends you a message or calling you? Have you ever had such a clear dream that it seemed like a warning? Have you escaped situations that could have ended badly, but for some reason, were you spared? So pay attention. You're not here by chance, and this message is not finding you by mistake. There are signs that only the chosen ones can see. There are pains that only the destined can support, and there are missions that only those protected by God can fulfill. Capricorn, for example, carries the ancestral force of resistance. Even when all around Ruia, Capricorn was standing. Even without applause, without recognition, he built invisible bridges to support others. God never abandoned him, even when he thought he was alone, because he knew that this strong soul needed to learn to trust something beyond logic. Already Fish. Fish feels the whole world inside the chest. He absorbs pain that is not his own, carries bales he does not understand, but keeps within himself a pure connection with the sacred. He sees where no one sees, dreams of what others ignore, and so, even being called too sensitive, Pisces is protected with a divine force that surrounds him as an invisible cloak. Cancer, in turn, is the spiritual heart of the zodiac. He feels before he knows. Intui before you live. Your emotions are compass. That is why, when he ignores his sensitivity, everything seems to fall apart. But when he honors her, he becomes a healing channel for the world. God walks with him. And Scorpio. Scorpio was made to die and reborn. He descends to the bottom of the shadows, faces pains that would crush anyone, but comes back wisely, with power, with a light that no one understands. The protection of Scorpion is not visible. It is ancestral. It's mystical. It is spiritual. These 4 signs are just examples. But what matters now is you. Because regardless of your sign, if you are here, feeling it all, it is because there is a part of you that is ready to wake up. It's ready to remember who you are. You are ready to accept that maybe you have also been chosen. And God does not abandon the chosen ones. He only trains them in silence, in the most lonely battles. Because only those who have suffered in the dark can recognize the real light. Only those broken can teach the other to rebuild. Only those who almost gave up can understand the value of not stopping. Perhaps everything you have lived so far has been spiritual training. Perhaps their scars are stamps of recognition of the sky. Perhaps their silences, their intuitions, their presence have been disguised spiritual alerts. And maybe you have never stopped to think about it so far. But now that you are listening to this, something inside you recognize. A silent truth that does not need evidence. She just vibrates. It only exists. And you feel, in the body, in mind, in the soul. So, at this moment, I want you to take a deep breath. Pay attention to what you feel, because the next few minutes will reveal even more. But before, if you're here with me so far, if something has touched you, if you saw yourself in any of these words, leave your comment right now. Write, I am one of the chosen ones. Or if you prefer, God never abandoned me. And if you have already felt the presence of something divine when you needed it, write, I was protected. These words in the comments are not just played phrases. They are statements. They activate the energy. They make you connect with others chosen scattered around the world which are also awakening right now. And if you want to continue this journey, leave the like, because it shows the universe and the algorithm that this content needs to reach souls. Now, if at some point in this video you felt something inside you wake up, if the words played a pain that you might not even know you carried, then I want to make you a very special invitation. And it's not any invitation. It's a call. A call to those who know it is not here by chance. For those who have felt in the skin that life is trying to say something, but has not yet found the answer. I want to invite you to download your digital book, The 7 Hidden Spiritual Wounds of Your Zodiac Sign, and How to Cure Them Before 2026. This book reveals what ordinary horoscopes never dared to say. Each zodiac sign carries invisible wounds, silent trauma that influences your love life, your choices, your blockages, your failures, even your friendships and decisions you don't even understand why you made. Maybe you feel that something inside you is pulling you, an old, deep call, something you don't know how to explain, but you feel, as if all life had prepared you to find this message. And if you have come here now in this video, this may be the exact moment to look inside, understand your pain, and finally start the release process. The link to download the book is in the first comment fixed, but beware. Access is limited and it can go down anytime. Then click now before the opportunity passes. If this content has come to you, believe me, it's no coincidence. It is a sign. Your time has arrived. Today you will discover the 4 signs that have a direct covenant with the divine, and why God never leaves them, even in their greatest falls. But before revealing these names, you need to make room within you to receive this truth, because it is not just astrology. It is not about curiosity, entertainment, or generic description of signs. It's about the deep, about the invisible, about the silent language between the Creator and his most sensitive creatures. It is about spiritual mission, and not everyone is ready to accept this mission. Many want answers, but few accept the weight of the truth, the weight of being chosen. The chosen ones do not live ordinary lives, and not because they want to be different, but because they are. From an early age, they are tested. They are betrayed. They are placed in situations where the only way out is to trust something beyond what you can see. They are pressured by feelings that no one around can understand. The pain of feeling everything, of carrying pains that are not just yours. The constant feeling that the world does not understand them, and that perhaps it does not even matter. Because, even misunderstood, they continue. Because a force majeure pushes them, even when the desire to give up speaks louder. This strength is God. And she never leaves them. She only hides, so that they will discover their own light. And that is why some signs are more spiritually marked than others. They do not only have emotional or psychological characteristics, they have spiritual pacts, old bonds with higher dimensions. They walk with the mark of faith even unknowingly. They have eyes that see beyond appearance, hearts that absorb the energy from an entire environment, and a deep connection with signs, spells, and messages that come in the form of dream, intuition, or silence. All that seems coincidence, and for these signs, is actually a warning, a direction, a divine reminder. Some of them carry the protection of angels, others, the strength of the archangels, and some were marked directly by the hand of God. And no, it doesn't make them better than others. On the contrary, it makes them more responsible, because the higher the protection, the greater the mission. The more spiritualized the way, the more intense the trial. But there is nothing more powerful than knowing that you are not alone, that even in the darkest days there is a light that walks with you, that even when you feel weak, you have a spiritual army supporting you. You will realize throughout this journey that the signs chosen are not those who seem strong on the outside. They are those who almost no one notices, but who carry an entire universe within themselves. These are souls who often live in silence, but have deep conversations with the invisible, that were already called exaggerated, strange, too different. But deep down, they always knew. There is something beyond. There is a why. There is a plan. This revelation does not come to massage the ego, but to awaken consciousness, to remind you that everything you went through had a reason, that no tear was ignored, no prayer was in vain, that the pain you felt was not a punishment, it was a call, and that God never abandoned you. He just strengthened you in silence, because the chosen ones are not protected with facilities, they are wisdom cut. The 4 signs you will know today share this pattern. They are ancient spirits, deep souls, living channels of intuition and transformation. They are those who fall on their knees, but get up with light, that cross emotional deserts, but come back with seeds to others, which are tested in pain, but refined by faith. Each of these signs has a hidden code, a spiritual signature that differentiates them. And if you are one of them, you will recognize immediately. You will feel on the skin, in the heart, in the spirit. And don't be alarmed if, hearing on these signs, you feel a warmth in the chest, an unexpected chill, a desire to cry, or a strange peace invade you. These are signs, small touches of the divine telling you, listen, this is for you. Spirituality communicates with subtleties. Do not expect thunder. Wait resonance. If what you hear now hits what you always feel, then there is no doubt. You have been called. You will understand why certain moments of your life seemed unfair, but then revealed miracles. You will realize that the losses made room for reconstruction, that the delays were actually deliverances, that what seemed an end was just the beginning of his awakening, and that the pains you survived were not in vain. They were training, spiritual essays to prepare you for the true mission, and all this is recorded in the essence of your sign. Listen carefully, allow yourself to feel, and, if any part of what is being said here touch you deeply, don't hold. Write. Share your truth. Because when you write, you anchor your faith. When you comment, you declare that you heard the call, who accepted the journey, that understood the message. And if at some point throughout this video you feel that this message was made for you, write in the comments, "This message was for me," or simply, "I accepted the call." If you ever felt that you have been protected by something you can't explain, write, "I wasn't alone." These even small phrases activate a powerful energy. They create an invisible network between you and other people who are going through the same awakening. And if you haven't done it yet, leave the like. This is not just a mechanical gesture. It is a way of declaring, "I recognize this truth." And of course, subscribe to the channel, because what is to come is just the beginning. The revelations they follow will help you understand not only who the chosen signs are, but because even in the face of the deepest falls, God never leaves them. Don't waste more time living with this burden. Guarantee now your digital book, The 7 Hidden Spiritual Wounds of Your Zodiac Sign, and how to heal them before 2026, and find out how to apply these powerful teachings in your daily life. Attention, the stock is limited and is running out quickly. Click now and start your journey towards the trust you deserve. Scorpio, perhaps the most misunderstood sign of the zodiac, but also one of the most spiritually powerful. The Scorpion soul did not come to this world to have an easy life. It came to transform and transform others. Scorpio is marked with the mission of regeneration. It carries scars like portals, wounds that do not weaken it but deepen it. These are people who dive where no one else dares to enter. They feel what no one else feels. They go to the bottom of the pain to bring out a truth that can no longer be hidden. That is why, even in the biggest falls, Scorpio does not really fall. He sinks to reborn. He disassembles to rebuild stronger. The shadow for him is not an end. It is initiation. And that is why your spiritual protection is so strong. He is kept by ancient ancestral forces who already knew that his mission would require courage and silence. God does not abandon him because he knows that every battle that Scorpio faces him into a healing channel for others. It is a sign that carries the pain of the world, but also the power to heal it. Fish, on the other hand, is the guardian of empathy. Pisces feels the invisible. He presents before he even understands. He lives with one foot on earth and the other in heaven. Your dreams are messages, your emotions are compass, your sensitivity is armor. It is a soul deeply connected to the divine. It is often called distracted, off, or even too sensitive. But the truth is that Fish captures frequencies that most people ignore. He feels the suffering of others as if it were yours. But it is not for weakness. It is by mission. It was called to relieve invisible pain. It connects with the spiritual plane with a naturalness that seems inexplicable. And maybe it's because Fish didn't come to explain, came to feel, to embrace what is broken, to bring comfort to what has no name. And that is why God never leaves him alone. He is protected by spiritual layers that keep him firm even when everything looks too much. When Pisces accepts his gift, he becomes a lighthouse for those who are lost. Your love is your tool, your intuition, your weapon, and your silence is where the messages of the universe find home. Capricorn, the rock of the zodiac. For many, Capricorn is cold, distant, too pragmatic. But few see what this sign really carries inside. The truth is that Capricorn was chosen not to shine easily, but to support the world as he collapses. He is the silent base, the force that does not scream but never collapses. Behind its apparent rigidity, there is a soul that carries the weight of all around you. It is one of the most spiritually tested signs because its mission requires structure, focus, and resilience. While others complain about the stones on the way, Capricorn collects them and builds bridges. He has no time for regrets. He has a call to fulfill. And so it is guided by the angels of destiny. These angels do not promise you ease, but guarantee protection. Even in the most lonely days, when everything seems to fall apart, Capricorn is involved in an invisible force that supports him. He has a sense of purpose that comes from another life, an ancestral wisdom that makes him see beyond chaos. When Capricorn understands this, he breaks free from the need to be understood by others. He just follows, because you know you are fulfilling a divine mission, silent but gigantic. Cancer, the soul of the home, the heart of the zodiac. Cancer is an emotional mystery. He feels before something happens. Its intuition is alive, pulsating, often ignored by others, but always confirmed by time. When something is about to happen, Cancer already knows. He presents in the body, in the look, in the atmosphere. It is the bridge between the visible and the invisible, and so often feel overwhelmed because it absorbs everything and tries to protect everyone. Cancer has a subtle gift. He can welcome with his eyes, silence with a hug, heal with the presence, but it is not always valued for it. Many do not understand the depth of their sensitivity, but God understands, and that is why it never leaves him. Cancer is guided by a force that protects him when he no longer has the strength to protect anyone. It is at times when everything collapses that your light comes on. He lives by intuition, is led by the signs, and when he trusts in them, he finds the way even in darkness. Cancer is the one who, even wounded, still cares, even tired, still loves, even discredited, still believe. And it is this faith that makes it so special, a faith that does not come from logic but from the soul. These four signs represent different aspects of spiritual mission in this world. Scorpion carries the regeneration, death, and rebirth of the soul. Pisces brings divine empathy, the sensitivity that calms, the love that accepts everything. Capricorn manifests structure, spiritual responsibility, commitment to something greater. And Cancer, with their intuition and care, connects the worlds, physical and spiritual, as a living link between heaven and earth. If you are from any of these signs, you may have felt at some point in your life that your struggles have never only been yours, that you carry a pain that seems collective, that you live in feeling, that you perceive signs, that it is moved by things that others do not notice. And this is not weakness. This is spiritual sensitivity. This is the purpose. Now, if you are here so far, feeling every word resonate as if you were written for you, it is because this message was really for you. And this is the time to declare to the universe. Leave your comment and write with conviction as a spiritual seal. I am Scorpio and carry this energy. Or I'm Fish and I get the signs. Or I'm Capricorn and I'm guided. And if your heart pulsates like Cancer, write, I'm Cancer and I'm never alone. Your words are not just comments, they are energy statements. These are codes that activate something within you and connect you with others who also feel, live, and wake up at that moment. If you have ever felt your pain had a greater purpose, if you have already felt supported by something invisible, or if these words have brought unexpected peace to your chest, comment now, I was chosen. Let's spread this energy. Let's declare this truth. And if you haven't left the like yet, that's the moment. Because when you enjoy this video, you signal the universe and the algorithm that this content needs to continue to reach souls that are still dormant. Don't waste more time living with this burden. Guarantee now your digital book, The 7 Hidden Spiritual Wounds of Your Zodiac Sign and How to Heal Them Before 2026, and find out how to apply these powerful teachings in your daily life. Attention, the stock is limited and is running out quickly. Click now and start your journey towards the trust you deserve. Have you ever felt unlawful goosebumps? Those who climb up the spine even without wind, without cold, for no apparent reason? You already had the impression that someone was watching you, but when you looked around, there was no one. Have you heard your name being whispered in silence or felt someone's presence, even though it was completely alone? These are signs, small touches of the invisible, subtle calls of the spiritual, not always screaming, but always accurate. They do not appear for everyone, but when they appear, it is because your soul is ready to listen. And if you recognize it in your own life, then you may have been touched by something bigger, and you still don't understand why. There are people who spend a lifetime waiting for miracles, but do not realize that the miracle is already happening every day around them. In an inexplicable deliverance, in an accident avoided for seconds, in a strange dream that was confirmed days later, in a voice that came out of nowhere saying, "Don't go, come back, it's not around." Perhaps you have ignored these signs for fear, skepticism, or not wanting to seem crazy before others. But now, listening to it, something inside you know it's real, that these signs were not random, that feeling that something protects you, accompanies you, guides you, it's not an invention, it is presence, it is living spirituality. Chosen people live a different life because they connect with the world otherwise. They not only look, they see. They not only hear, they listen with the soul. They are more attentive to cycles, repetitions, small details that look banal but hide sacred messages. A number that is constantly repeated. A butterfly that rests every time you cry. A familiar smell in the middle of nowhere. Or even a song playing at a specific time that answers exactly what you were thinking. This is not random. This is code. This is spiritual language. It's the universe, or perhaps God, trying to tell you, you're on the way. Continue. And these signs become more intense when you start awakening, when it decides to stop escaping your intuition, when it accepts that it is not here just to exist, but to fulfill a purpose. And that often scares, because along with the signs the tests come the pains, the losses, the ruptures, the moments when everything seems to collapse, and you think, why with me? But then when you look back, you realize that you survived things that seemed impossible, that escaped situations that had no logic, that was spared when others were not, and that marks you. It changes you. Chosen people usually do not understand their call immediately. Often, they have been displaced since childhood. They have different interests, deep behaviors, existential crises too early. They feel the pain of the other more intensely. They need silence to recover. They suffer because they cannot explain to the world everything they feel. But when they begin to accept their spiritual nature, everything fits. It is no longer about being strange, too sensitive, or complicated. It is about being conscious. It's about being a channel. It is about carrying a gift that cannot be ignored. If you've had a feeling that something bad was about to happen and it really happened, if you already felt it should not go away, and when it avoided, you have saved yourself from a disaster. If you've dreamed of people, places, or situations that would only make sense days or weeks later, so you know what I'm talking about, and it's not alone. Many souls are awakening now. They are feeling that there is something bigger moving, that this is not any time, that there is a collective call to those who were marked by God. The signs are increasingly clear, more intense, more urgent. And if you have come to this video, if you are listening to it now, it is because the time of your spiritual activation has come. Do not ignore the goosebumps without reason. They are answers. No longer underestimate your foreboding. They are alerts. Do not silence your visions, your intuitions, your dreams. They are maps. Your body feels before the mind understands. His spirit moves before reasoning attempts to explain. You carry a spiritual compass inside, and if you learn to trust her, you will never get lost. The chosen ones live guided. Even when they think they are alone, they are being conducted. Even when they feel they are falling, there are invisible hands holding them. The whole universe conspires in favor of those who accept their mission with humility and surrender. Many ignore the signs out of fear of looking weak, but the true strong are those who recognize that they do not control everything, that there are strength beyond visible, acting all the time to realign our ways. And when you align with this truth, everything changes, your energy changes, your decisions change, you start to see the purpose even in the most painful situations. It begins to forgive more easily, release what no longer serves you, trusting something you don't see but feels. And this confidence becomes your biggest shield. Right now, I want you to close your eyes for a few seconds. Take a deep breath. Bring to mind a moment when you had a deliverance, a certain intuition, a feeling that saved you. Feel this moment clearly. Feel the energy of that moment. This memory is the living proof that you are not alone. And it was never. Even when everything seemed lost, you were guided. And if it has been guided so far, it is because there is still a lot to come. There are still more signs to be revealed. more directions to be given, more confirmations than only chosen can. Understand them. Now that you have come here, it's time to establish your truth. Comment below and declare with consciousness, "My angel warned me." If you have had a spiritual warning, if you have ever felt an invisible strength to protect you, if you already realized you were being guided even without understanding, right, don't just keep it for you. When you comment, you activate this truth. You reinforce your connection to the invisible. You send a message to the universe, and also inspire other souls that, like you, are awakening. Write with faith, with emotion, with the certainty that you were called, because whoever feels, knows, and who knows, it responds to the call. And if you haven't left the like yet, that's the moment. Don't waste more time living with this burden. Guarantee now your digital book, The 7 Hidden Spiritual Wounds of Your Zodiac Sign and How to Heal Them Before 2026, and find out how to apply these powerful teachings in your daily life. Attention, the stock is limited and is running out quickly. Click now and start your journey towards the trust you deserve. But beware, there is something few say, and almost no one is prepared to listen. There is a delicate point, and absolutely decisive, on the spiritual path of the chosen ones. It doesn't matter if you are Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, or even another sign that carries hidden spiritual gifts. The risk is the same. If you move away from your essence, the signs go out. The angels are silent. The silence of the invisible becomes unbearable. Intuition weakens, and the pain, the one that once revealed the way, begins to turn weight, confusion, repetition. Yes, the chosen ones are protected. Yes, they have special gifts, but these gifts are not eternally automatic. They need active tune, of an open heart, of a soul that remains awakened. Because when the soul sleeps, even if the body continues to live, it disconnects itself from the spiritual flow. And the flow is not something you see, but it's something you feel. You know when you're inside it, and you know when you left. Things stop flowing, the doors close, the body tires, the mind is lost in noise, the signs disappear, and suddenly, you start to doubt what you were sure before. Many people who have been touched by superior forces who have experienced striking spiritual experiences over time, ignoring the subtle so-called, they begin to rationalize what they feel, to be distracted by the noise of the world, to deny what is invisible just because you cannot show, prove, measure, and so without realizing it, they move away from their mission. And it is in this remoteness that protection begins to weaken, not because God or the angels move away from revenge, but because the channel closes, the frequency breaks. The connection that was once clara becomes noise. It's like turning off a spiritual radio. The signs are still sent, but you can no longer capture. The chosen one needs to maintain constant awareness. You need to keep your gaze turned inside. You need to protect your time, your energy, your silence. Because when the eyes of the soul close, the spirit world ceases to communicate, not because it disappears, but because he respects free will. Spirituality never forces. She invites, she suggests, she gives signs, but it never requires. It is therefore so important to keep its essence alive, not being perfection. This is a presence of consistency, really inner. When you start living in a disconnected way from your spiritual nature, it seems to begin to go wrong, even if it seems to be okay. You feel exhausted for no reason, anxious in places where you once felt peace, insecure in simple decisions. It begins to attract relationships that drain your energy, works that make no sense, routines that only tighten your soul. It's life trying to tell you, you have moved away from the root. But many ignore. They think it is phase, that it is tired, that it is bad luck. But it is not. It is spiritual. It is the echo of disconnection. If you feel you have been more connected, more sensitive to signs, more intuitive, and today you feel far from it, it's time to stop, breathe, and ask yourself, what turned me away from myself? Perhaps it was a suffocating routine. Perhaps it was a badly healed emotional wound. Perhaps it was the excess of noise, distractions, doubts. But whatever it is not greater than your mission, and she still awaits you, because the call does not disappear. It just silences until you listen again. Some signs, such as those we talk about here, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, suffer even more when disconnecting, because the greater the gift, the greater the impact of disconnect. Scorpion, when he loses his spiritual connection, enters deep self, sabotage cycles. It closes, isolates itself, tries to anesthetize itself from the pain it feels. Pisces, when he moves away from his essence, is lost in negative fantasies, in illusions that imprison him. His sensitivity turns against him. Capricorn, when he does not hear the signs, becomes a prisoner of empty goals, soulless achievements of rigidity that chokes intuition. And Cancer loses the ground. His intuition becomes anxiety. His empathy becomes weight. His soul is confused with the emotions of others. Therefore, this warning is not to generate fear. It is to generate consciousness. To remember that the gifts you have are not eternal guarantees if they are not cultivated. Spirituality is daily practice. It is conscious choice. It is presence. It's no use wanting the signs if you refuse to listen. It's no use asking for protection if you live away from who you really are. Protection is always available, but it needs space, needs alignment. It needs active faith. And here's a difficult truth to accept, but liberating. The more you try to fit into a world that doesn't recognize the sacred, the more you get lost from yourself. The world tries to convince you that feeling too much is weakness, that believing in the invisible is crazy, that following intuition is irresponsibility. But none of this is true. Your sensitivity is your greatest gift. Your intuition is your compass. Your connection to the invisible is what differentiates you. Don't let the world erase it, because when you go out, the signs go out with you. Now that you have come here, with an open heart and the soul touched, it's time to take an extra step. Write in the comments, I will not ignore the signs. If you have already moved away from your essence but you feel you are ready to reconnect, write, I'm ready to go back. And it was felt that at some point in life, the signs have silenced because you also silenced your truth. Write, I want to listen again. These phrases are not just words. They are spiritual commitments. They are seeds planted in the field of your consciousness. And if you haven't enjoyed this video yet, do it. Don't waste more time living with this burden. Guarantee now your digital book, The 7 Hidden Spiritual Wounds of Your Zodiac Sign, and how to heal them before 2026, and find out how to apply these powerful teachings in your daily life. Attention! The stock is limited and is running out quickly. Click now and start your journey towards the trust you deserve. If you are one of these signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, or Cancer, or if at some point while listening to it all, you felt your heart accelerate, your eyes fill the water, your body shake with something, then understand one thing. You were chosen. You are not here by mistake. And more than that, you have never been alone. It may have been walking through difficult roads. It may have been discredited, judged, isolated. It may be that no pains that no one around him understood, and yet he continued to stand. This is no luck. This is protection. This is not chance. It is purpose. This is not weakness. It is mission. Your soul is not common. And that's why she attracts unusual situations, unusual people, cycles that seem more intense than others. Because you were not born to live in the shallow. You were born to dive deep, to feel intensely, to transmute the shadows into light. God walks with you even when no one else is around. And sometimes it is precisely when you feel more, the divine presence is closer, not to save you, but to remind you of who you are, to whisper in your spiritual ear, you have not been forgotten. You are the channel, not the final destination, but the passage through which divine energy flows. You are the bridge between worlds, between the spiritual and the physical, between the invisible and what can be touched, between what needs to be said and what the world is afraid to hear. It is through you that many will find comfort, healing, answer, even without you realize, even without you plan. Just because it is present, your energy already acts, already transforms, already moves the field around. And more than channel, you are the miracle, disguised as an ordinary person hidden behind pain, masks, wounds, but miracle. Because surviving where others have fallen is already a miracle. Loving after so much has been wounded is already a miracle. Continue believing, even when faith seemed to be gone, it is already a miracle. And miracles don't happen at random. They are positioned, they are chosen, are sent. Many try to turn out to you because they feel their light even before you realize that it exists. Many try to silence you because your truth bothers you. She exposes. She reveals. It breaks illusions. But your mission is not to please. Your mission is to wake up souls. Your own, first, and then, of those who cross their way, not with speeches, but with presence, with vibration, with truth. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything under control. No need to know the next step. You just need to be available, with an open heart, because it is in this heart, marked by scars, that God operates the greatest miracles. He does not choose the preparations. He prepares the chosen ones. And if you got here, feeling C8 a word as if it were part of your story, so it has already been prepared. It may not have noticed yet. You can still doubt, but the seeds were planted. The message has arrived. The activation happened. The world needs souls like yours. Souls they feel, that carry, that transform. Souls who do not deny the invisible, even when he seems to make no sense. You are a living reminder that there is something beyond, that the spirit is stronger than any appearance, that faith is more powerful than any statistics, that sensitivity is a weapon, and that the signs, when respected, guide accurately. Each time you connect with your essence, you activate more light on the planet. Each time you honor your intuition, you disable a cycle of suffering that could be repeated. Each time you accept who you are, even if the world says you don't understand, you send a silent message to the universe. I'm ready. And the universe always responds. Always. Spirituality never leaves a call unanswered. And the answer sometimes does not come in words. Comes in sensations, in meetings, in coincidences that are no coincidence at all. If you are a Scorpion, know that your pain is a school, and your depth is a gift that few can achieve. If it is Fish, understand that your sensitivity is the direct bridge with the divine, and your love is the medicine that many need. If it is Capricorn, accept that your mission is great, and that the structure you carry is the temple where others are sheltered. If you are Cancer, remember, your heart is oracle, and your intuition is a voice from above. But if you are not any of these signs, and yet you felt as if each word spoke about you, so maybe your astral chart hide codes you haven't discovered yet. Perhaps your soul has been chosen for a mission that goes beyond solar sign. And this is also possible, because the chosen ones are not labeled, they are recognized. And now with all this vibrating inside you, with all these confirmations surrounding you, with your soul perhaps thrilled, shudder, awakened, it's time to affirm your truth. Comment down here and write, I am the miracle disguised as a person. If you felt that this video described you, if you recognized signs, if your faith was activated, write, God walks with me. And if you feel that your spiritual mission is starting to make sense, even if you still don't understand everything, write, I am the channel. These phrases are not just interactions for the video. These are vibrational statements. These are codes that activate when they are written with truth. Enjoy the video now, if you haven't done it yet. Don't waste more time living with this burden. Guarantee now your digital book, The 7 Hidden Spiritual Wounds of Your Zodiac Sign, and How to Heal Them Before 2026, and find out how to apply these powerful teachings in your daily life. Attention, the stock is limited and is running out quickly. Click now and start your journey towards the trust you deserve. So now, breathe calmly, because what you just heard is not just content. It is not just a video about signs, spirituality, or divine mission. This is a call. It is an activation. It is the confirmation of something you always felt, but never managed to explain with words. The truth is that if you got here, if you have remained with me until this exact moment, it is because your soul has recognized something. Something inside you understood that these words were not randomly directed, that this message found the right way, because this is how spirituality works. With silent accuracy, with invisible touches, with sacred meetings disguised as coincidence. You may not have been able to understand everything rationally. Perhaps some parts played in too deep points, arousing old memories, sensations that are not explained, an emotion that came out of nowhere. This is a sign. This is spiritual attunement. It is your body responding to what your soul already knew. It is its essence manifesting itself. And so, at this moment, I want you not only to hear, but declare. Declare your acceptance. Declare your presence. Declare your choice to stay awake. Because when you write, you anchor this energy. You turn a feeling into word, and word has power. Word is vibration. Word is creation. And that's why I invite you now, with all due respect to your process, to leave in the comments a simple but deeply powerful phrase: I accept my essence. And if at some point in this video you felt that this message was made especially for you, then write firmly, I was chosen. Each letter you type carries a frequency. Each phrase you share is a reflection of your consciousness expanding. Do not underestimate the power of this gesture. It may seem small, but it is symbolic. It is spiritual. It is ritualistic. It is the way your soul finds to seal this moment as something real, something you marked, something that connected you with your way. And remember, you're not alone. There are thousands of souls like yours, which are awakening right now. And every comment your helps create this web of light, an invisible but powerful network that unites those who feel, those who see, even if they do not yet fully understand. If this message really touched you, if at some point in the video you felt goosebumps, if your eyes filled with tears, if your heart beat stronger, or if an inexplicable peace took you inside, then enjoy this video now, not as a simple click, but as a sign, as an answer to the universe saying, I heard, I'm here, I'm ready. This like, this action, is also a way to make this energy reach more people, because the more people access this frequency, the more people wake up, and the world needs more awakening like yours. And if you know someone, a friend, a brother, a person who already told you that he feels too much, who carries an old pain, who always had sensations he couldn't explain, send this video to her. Share. This may be the sign that this person has been waiting for a long time, a little push of the divine coming precisely by his hands. Perhaps her spiritual mission needs this trigger, and you can be this instrument. Do not underestimate the power of sharing. And of course, if you feel that this space welcomes you, that this channel speaks to your soul, that here you find more than words, find meaning, welcome spiritual connection, then subscribe now. But subscribe like those who choose to follow a journey, not just consume videos. Here, each content is a portal, an invitation, one more step on the way back to yourself. And with each video you will see, something inside you are aligning yourself, will heal. It is strengthening. Because this channel is not just a channel, it is a portal of the chosen ones. So, with all the truth of your being, with all the energy of your open heart, comments, now feeling, I accept my essence. If something inside you woke up, even if it's just a little, comments, I was chosen. And if you want to commit to your spiritual path from now on, writes, I'm ready to follow my mission. These words are recorded, not just in the video, but in the energy field of your journey. And every time you come back here, you will remember, this was the moment when something has changed. If you got here, until the end of this message, know that this is no coincidence. Awakened souls recognize when they are facing a spiritual truth. And if you felt at some point that this video spoke directly to you, then that's your confirmation. Now it's your time to position yourself. Subscribe to the channel right now to continue this spiritual journey with us. Here, each video is a deeper step on your awakening, a portal to access your parts that may still be dormant. And if this content has touched your soul, leave your like. This helps this energy spread and reach other people who are also ready for this type of connection. And to seal this experience, comment below, I arrived until the end because my soul asked. This phrase is your spiritual seal. Write with truth and allow the universe to see its commitment to its essence. Oh, and it doesn't come out now, because on the left side of your screen is already appearing the next video. Click on him and continue with me in this sequence of revelations. Your journey is just beginning, and the next step can change everything. I'll wait for you there.